Page number 154. Vrindavana Ramyastana Divya Chintamridama Ratana Mandira Manohara Abdita Kalindini me Rajahamsa Kiri Kore Taha Shova Kanakar Kamala Vrindavana Ramyastana Divya Chintamridama Ratana Mandira Abita Kalindini re Rajam Sakiri Kore Dashura Kanaka Kamala O Vrindavan, place of beauty, abode made of Chintamani, enchanted temples all covered in jewels, surrounded by the Kalindi, where majestic swans are sporting around a lotus radiant as gold. Taramadya Hema Pita Ashtadale Beshtita Ashtadale Prananam Naika Taramadya Ratnasane Hasyachen Duijane Shyama Sangha Sundari Radhika. The gold seed is in the middle, surrounded by 8 bright petals. These 8 petals are the chief Naikas. In the midst, upon a jeweled throne, are seated 2 divine people, Shyama with beautiful Radhika. O Rupa Lavanya Rasi Amiya Pariche Kasi asya pariyasa sambasani narotama dasa koi nitya lila shukamoi shadai spuluka Madhavani. Oh, their sweet and lovely forms, emanating waves of nectar, laughing as they greet with mockery. Narottama Dasa praise these eternal pastimes of joy, appear in my heart continuously. Vrindavanam yastana divya chinta vinitama ratana mandira manohara apita kalindini rajahamsa keli koli kahashubha kanaka kavala. Oh, Vrindavana, place of beauty, abode made of Chintamani, enchanted temples all covered in jewels, surrounded by Likalindi, where magic swans are sporting around the lotus radiant of gold. Around the lotus radiant with gold. Radha Braja Mohan, Radha Braja Mohan, Radha Braja Mohan, Radha Braja Mohan. Radha Braja Mohan, 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 Radha Braja Mohan. Radha Braja Mohan, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Damodara Damodara Radhe 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 Damodar Damodar Radhe 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 Damodar Damodar Radhe 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 Damodar Radhe 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 Damodar Damodar Radhe 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 Damodar Damodar Radhe 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 Damodara Damodara Radhe 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 Damodara Damodara Radhe 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 Damodara Radhe 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 Damodara Radhe 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 Shama Sundar 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 Radhe. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Vrindavan ki jai. The beautiful land of Vrindavan is the true place of shelter for the fallen souls. It is enchanting medicine because everything in and around Vrindavan is about divine love. Really? Divine love is the medicine to all things, including mundane lust, which is one of the big problems we have in this world. But divine love has the characteristic of having an enchanted heart. And an enchanted heart is absolutely the medicine against mundane fantasizing. Because our idea to enjoy in this world is rather all fantasy. It is always in some kind of expectation, anticipation. We anticipate something very wonderful, but in the reality, it doesn't come out at all. It may even turn out against you 100%. Like many of the things in this world. You think you have friends when you have money, but as soon as your money is finished, all the friends are also gone. So then you start realizing, wait a second, I didn't have any friends. They're home, there's nice food, there's nice drinking, some pleasant things, nice music, sound system, and nobody gets at nobody's case, so it becomes like a club, no? But it's all illusion. The world is so much illusion that it's very hard to even imagine. Even hard to imagine how much illusion is there in this world. And sometimes the illusions, they are really stupid. But even though they are stupid, they're still working. They still have their influence. So, like for example, smoking. Smoking illusion. What a horrible illusion, you know. Nicotine addiction, a neurotransmitter who is getting a bit of this, oh yes, now I'm getting a little bit of sensation just by smoke, it's very amazing how the neurotransmitters work. No? But it's a drug, it's an addiction, and the more you smoke, the more problem you have. And finally you got cancer in the lung or something like that. No? So in the cigarette packets in the West, I don't know, in India, they have all kinds of pictures showing what horrible things are created by smoke. They have that in India also. Well, I've never seen a cigarette shop here in India. They are more beedi smokers. No? On the beedis also it says this will give you cancer. No.
But in pan masala they do have. Pan masala they do have. Pictures.
Okay. So, but people do take it anyway. Even though the warning is written on it with horrible picture, even that cannot turn people away from the amazing ignorance. Ignorance is the driving force of this material world. Everybody is tamaguna addicted. And then you tell them that they are going hopelessly in the wrong direction, they become angry. On top of it, given good advice to a fool, it becomes angry. So preaching is not an easy task. It's really all about charming kindness, Vrindavan, and that's what Vrindavan is. It's so charming. It's so charming. The temples are charming. The deities are charming. The people greeting each other, Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna. It's charming. Who tells you anything? In the other parts of the world, people, they won't even greet you. Huh? Here you can greet any stranger. Never seen him before. You smile at him and say Radhe Radhe, and sure he's going to respond with a very happy face. Radhe Radhe. Who are you?
Cualquiera que le diga cualquiera te va a responder con una cara y te va a decir adelante.
In Germany, people hardly greet their neighbors who live in next door apartment. They're getting into the same lift, going up, and they're silent. It's amazing how the impersonal, mundane society has made us like robots almost. So nobody's going to be happy that way. So Krishna consciousness is charming. It's all about love. Let's see what. So therefore, this song is describing how Vrindavan is just filled with loving arrangements. Krishna sitting with the Shaktis, the golden lotus, and the Yamuna, nice sounds, nice everything. So let's see what we got here. Srimad Bhagavatam, King Prithu's appearance and coronation. This is 4th canto, chapter 15, text number 21. Let's try again, we get Sanskrit to read with the light. Brahma Jagat Guru Deva Shahastriya Sureshwarai Vainyasya Dakshine Haste Ishtva Chinam Gadavrita Padayor Aravindam Cha Tamvai Mene Hare Kalam Yasya Pratihatum Chakram Ansasa Parameshtina. Lord Brahma, the master of the entire universe, they're accompanied by all the demigods and their chiefs, seeing the lines of Lord Vishnu's palm on King Prithu's right hand and impressions of lotus flowers on the soles of his feet. Lord Brahma could understand that King Prithu was a partial representation of the Supreme Personality of God. One whose palms bears the sign of a disc, as well as other such lines, should be considered a partial representation or incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Srila Prabhupada explains. There's a system in which one can detect an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nowadays it has become a cheap fashion to accept any rascal as an incarnation of God. But from the incident here, we can see that Lord Brahma personally examined the hands and feet of King Prithu for specific signs. In their prophecies, the legends the learned sages and Brahmana accepted Prithu Maharaj as a plenary partial expansion of the Lord. During the presence of Lord Krishna, however, a king declared himself Vasudeva and Lord Krishna killed him. Before accepting someone as an incarnation of God, one should verify the identity according to the present according to the symptoms mentioned in the Shastras. Without these symptoms, the pretender is subject to be killed by the authorities for pretending to be an incarnation of God. It is becoming so popular to declare yourself God. I mean, in a way, it's just word jugglery. Because God means one without a second. And the origin of everything else which exists. So who's going to say, hey, that's me? That is so crazy. So they have produced a new system. The I am God, you are God system. Hey, I have good news for you. Really, what's the good news? Hey, you're God. Me too. So, how do they coin that? How do they frame that? There was a famous Indian person who preached in the West. His name was Chinmoy. So he put posters up. Krishna became God by meditation. Jesus became God by meditation. Sri Chinmoy became God by meditation. Now you can also come to the meditation course and you can also become God. That was the advertisement. Posters in the street. Yes.
¿A qué le llaman Dios? Ellos dicen, ay, me volví Dios. Para ellos, ¿qué es ser Dios entonces? Sigue siendo la misma persona que va al baño, que necesita todo. ¿A qué le considera ser yo soy Dios?
Déjame pensarlo y desarrollar. So the whole idea of God, if you make it very general and you extract the dictionary meaning, then God becomes meaningless. That's called polite atheism. Actually, you're saying God doesn't exist by saying everybody's God. Everything is God. Now, there are verses in the Upanishads which lend you to believe like that. Just like I say, you are all the sons and daughters of Bharata, because you're living in Bharata, you are here in Bharata. So it's like a nice way of saying, oh, be nice, we are all together. But if I say, you are Bharat, you are Bharata, it doesn't make any sense. Bharata is the land of the Sanskriti, from a big culture which is thousands and thousands of years old, describing the most glorious things. So, saying I'm Bharata. To say, yes, we all belong to the Mother Earth. Yes, it's true, we are all sons and daughters of the Mother Earth. If I say, oh, you Mother Earth, do you become Mother Earth by somebody calling you Mother Earth? Oh, wait a second, this is made of earth, water, fire, ether. So why you say I'm not Earth? Yes, you are Earth. Very nice, but you're not Mother Earth. You may have water in your body, but you're not the ocean. Yeah. Don't fool others. I have become ocean. This way, we're just cheating each other.
Así solamente estamos
And when those cheaters, then they call themselves incarnation.
se llaman a sí mismos
Oh, he's an incarnation of God.
o él es una encarnación de Dios.
This is a crime.
Eso es un crimen.
This is truly a crime.
Eso es verdaderamente un crimen.
Like it says in the scripture, at the end of Kali Yuga, Kalki will appear.
Tal que iba a aparecer.
How many Kalkis have already appeared,
Se han aparecido.
claiming that Kalki here, Kalki there, Kalki of Bangalore, another Kalki of South India, another Kalki of the Himalayas. They're all competing for the title.
Compitiendo por el título.
So this whole idea of
Esta idea de
putting God down
poner a
and
Dios
putting your ego up,
poner a tu ego,
this is not helping you for spiritual life.
no te va a ayudar en tu vida espiritual.
So therefore here in this verse,
Por eso aquí
Lord Brahma came and said,
Señor Brahma,
oh, this Prithu, he has this special marks in his feet and in his hand, indications. And he's not, Prithu Maharaj is a Shakti Avesh avatar. He's not a Guna avatar, he's not a Yuga avatar, he's not a Das avatar,
das avatar.
Lila avatar. No, he's Shakti Avesh avatar, which means that even though he's a Jiva Atma like all of us are, but in his case, special empowerment has been given. Sometimes God empowers people.
A veces Dios empodera a la gente.
You're very surprised what people can do.
Lo que la gente puede
Like
hacer.
some people really, they are so talented.
Hay gente que es tan talentosa.
They blow your mind what they can do.
Mente a uno con lo que pueden hacer.
But it doesn't matter, that doesn't make them God.
No importa, eso no los hace Dios.
Ravi Shankar,
Ravi Shankar,
he was a great sitar player.
él era un gran citadino.
Prabhupada said he played the sitar for the last 4 lifetimes.
Dijo que
So already when he was born, he was okay. He went on his sitar.
desde que nació ya podía tocar.
So what have you been doing last lifetime?
Estuvo en las vidas pasadas.
Maybe Sanatan was a painter
Tal vez en
because he still likes to paint.
que todavía le gusta pintar.
Maybe Mansaroba was a healer because he was really identified and he became a doctor here in this life. And he's still running around curing people because he likes it.
Que le gusta.
And he's also good at it.
Y es bueno en ello además.
But everything we do
Cualquier cosa que hagamos
must be done as an offering to the Supreme Lord. When I'm saying, oh no, I am God, and you don't make an offering for anybody.
no hace una
On the contrary, you want others to make offerings to you.
a nadie, más bien por el contrario quiere que otros le hagan ofrendas a uno.
That's not nice.
Eso no es.
You're claiming something which you're not entitled to claim that.
Tienes ese título para hacerlo.
You don't even know how your hair is growing.
Sabes cómo crece tu
Even though you're eating and hair is growing, but you don't know how it
pelo,
works.
pero no sabes cómo.
So you don't even know your own body.
Ni siquiera sabes tu propio cuerpo.
What to speak of knowing the creation
No ni sabes.
and the relationship with the divine. So yeah, we are all part of the most beautiful, the most wonderful, and therefore we are also beautiful and wonderful. That's true. That is good news. But it's good news as long as you remember that there's somebody who gave you beauty and gave you the wonderfulness. And it belongs to him. Not you say, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful, now please you all give attention to me.
Por favor, tengan atención.
Why?
Porque
People won't do it
la gente no lo hace.
unless they think they can get something from
Ellos
you.
piensan que pueden coger algo de
If they think they can get something from you, then maybe they're running after you.
tal vez ellos van a ir detrás de ti.
In South America we say,
Sudamérica
it's with the sweat on your forehead.
es con el sudor de tu frente.
I mean, when you work hard and you get some sweat, no? You have to do things with the sweat of your
Tienes que
forehead,
hacer cosas con el sudor de tu
not
frente,
with the sweat
no
of
con el
those
sudor
who are ahead
que está
of you.
enfrente tuyo.
You want them to sweat for you. And you coming after and says, oh, look what I did.
Quieres que ellos suden por ti y después decir, ay, mire lo que hice.
I go,
Ya.
Ya, Prabhupada.
this is all, it's a very serious subject. Because so many people are diseased to think that they're independent. And they're, you see, I don't disagree that you are wonderful.
Yo no estoy contento.
As a matter of fact, if you understand that you come from Krishna, then you understand even more how wonderful you are. I don't want to put you down. But if you are claiming something which is not true, then you just become a cheat. You're cheating us. And that is going on in this world. One person cheating the other. It's the world of the cheaters and the cheated. And then the cheated becomes a cheater of somebody else. Like usually in the companies, the boss mistreats his subordinate. And then that subordinate, he mistreats his subordinate. In this way, the parampara of mistreatment goes down. In the military, it's very particular. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Hey, You treat badly the people under you and you very submissive. Yes, yes, yes. That's all false. False superiority. So my spiritual master, he was so kind and he told us, you are not God. You know, I'm talking about this now, like from my heart. I was one of those persons who were thinking, oh, you're becoming God. By meditation, you become God. So once I read the book of Vivekananda, and it says how to meditate. I said, okay, now let's do it. So he said, the first thing you have to sit down and stop thinking. Okay. I sat down, and the book there, and then I was contemplating, meditating. I should not think of anything. So I'm thinking of not thinking. It's also wrong. How can I stop thinking if I'm still thinking? How important it is.
I thinking I cannot think.
I became crazy. After a short time, I cannot stop thinking. In Krishna consciousness, we learn you don't have to stop thinking. You think about Krishna. You think about divine love. And you think about the service you have to do. We have a lot of service to do. Vrindakunja has to become so beautiful. It's already beautiful, but we want to make it even more beautiful. Vrinda Devi coming here, wow, what a plan. Very good idea, I like it. But it wasn't born yet, the idea. Even though Madhava already had made the suggestion. But now we're going to do it. Vrinda Devi. She's the divine personality of nature. She's the divine personality of making Radha and Krishna meet. She's the messenger of Radharani to send things. Like Vinadi is very, very active, very much, very participating, proactive in the Krishna Lila. Even Yoga Maya is at her service. Do you have any question?
Guru Maharaj. Es que, por ejemplo, hay gente que porque llega a un sitio ya dice esto es mío y empieza a pensar y yo mando, yo soy el organizador, yo soy... Pero es porque él piensa que eso es así. Entonces, de esa misma manera, el que dice yo soy Dios, ¿es solo porque puso el cuerpo en el mundo y ya cree que es Dios? ¿O por qué? ¿Qué concepto de Dios tienen que creen que ya lo cumplen?
¿Cómo presentes a Dios? No le cogía muy bien.
O sea, si alguien dice yo soy Dios, ¿qué imagina él que es Dios? Que pues dice, entonces como yo sí cumplo con esas características, entonces yo soy Dios. ¿O por qué creen que es Dios? ¿De qué manera? O simplemente eso es...
I was speaking English.
Okay.
No? In my mind.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was thinking I was God, there was one saying I read and I liked it. Wherever you go, you only find yourself. Oh, so nice. So I'm the most important. Because wherever I go, I will only find myself. But what does that mean? That means that God doesn't exist. Or means you will never find God, or what are you trying to say? So I thought I had a statement of wisdom. That was nothing but a statement of foolishness. Because wherever I go, I'm meeting you and you and you and you and you and you. And who is everyone's father? God is everywhere. To say that I am the Sanam Bonum, I am the Mero Mero. So foolish. I was thinking that way. I was influenced by the Mayavadi philosophy. Because they look so nice, the yogis and all that. And they play like that. They play like this and they pay like that. When I first time wanted to meet a guru, I heard about Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And he came to Germany. And I was maybe 16 years old and I was already wanting to have a guru. So I went to the place where they gave a lecture. I had to hitchhike there. Because I was a young cowboy, I had no money, no income. I reached there, I said, so can we meet the guru? The course cost equivalent of today, something like $100.
Okay.
I looked at the $100. Yes, if you want to meet and you want to get initiation in transcendental meditation, it's costs $100. I said, wow, this is not very spiritual to me because they're asking something from me which I simply don't have. If I would have been a rich person, you could say, oh, you were greedy, you didn't want to give anything, no? But no, I was penniless, I was a young boy. So I was saved from Maharishi Yogi by his $100. I was saved from his Mayavadi stuff. So the material world is like so much illusion. But it's so that if you tell people you're God, they love you. And if you tell them you can do anything you want, have sex with anybody you like, smoke anything you want, drink anything you want, eat anything you want, Oh, you're a great personality.
eres una gran personalidad.
Oh, you're so wonderful.
Eres tan
Yes,
maravilloso.
please make me your disciple.
Hazme tu discípulo.
I will be your very good disciple, just doing whatever I like.
Voy a hacer lo que quiero.
That's what these Bodhi yogis are all about.
Sabemos que estos Bodhi yogis son
They're just pleasing the expectation of the
las
people,
expectativas de la gente.
the mundane aspiration, and they're not
Sus aspiraciones
taking care of anything
y no cuidan
for their benefit.
por el beneficio.
Malva, how would you explain this?
Explain what do
It's so nice that Brahma himself came to check out on Prithu Maharaj. Was he a pure preacher of the divine Dharma or not? The outcome was yes. Just like my Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. By the symptoms of his life, his godbrothers said he's Shakti Avishavta. By his symptoms,
por sus síntomas
by the things he did for this world,
que él hizo por este
then they were saying.
ellos dijeron
Before they said that, nobody in ISKCON said that Prabhupada was Shakti Avishavata.
"Ram Shakti Avishavata".
Nobody had that idea.
Nadie tenía esa idea. Yes, it is interesting to see that Lord Brahma himself, in the middle of the creation, he is there alone, and he doesn't find anyone, and no one is talking to him. So he's thinking he is the source of the whole creation. So he also was Mayavadi at the beginning, means impersonalist. He's thinking, oh, maybe I am the supreme. And he was thinking like that, but something interesting comes from his intelligence. He said, if I am the supreme, why do I have the doubt? Why do I have the question? If I would be Supreme Lord, then I should know immediately, right? I should know everything. I should know the source of my existence and everything. So, this is also a nice thing. If we have the doubt, if we don't know, then how we can claim we are God? No? But at the same time, our philosophy is that we are little part of God, no? Because we are coming from Him and nothing different than Him. So we are particles of Supreme Lord. And I like very much the explanation given by Ramanuja Acharya. We are like drops of the ocean. If you analyze the drop of the water of the ocean, you may find the same characteristics as the ocean. And you say, oh, like I am as a particle of the ocean, I have all the qualities of the ocean. But I cannot say that I have the ocean in the palm of my hand, because the ocean is so huge, is so big, and is maintaining so much life, but a drop cannot maintain the whole thing, right? So that explanation is also nice. And our philosophy, explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Achintya Veda Tattva, where we are simultaneously one and different with Supreme Lord, is so nice because this explanation enhances the relationship with the Lord. And when we are instruments of His love, as Gurudev has beautifully translated the Mahamantra, when we understand we are instrument of the Lord, we are not different from the Lord. Like, we don't say, I am different from my hand, right? Or we don't say, how nice is that flute? No, we say, how nice is the flautist, right? So, when we are instruments of the Lord, we are like one with the Lord, because whatever the Lord wants we to sound or to do, or it is just an expansion of His will, then we are one with this willing, and we are just an extension of his own desire. It means we are an extension of him, but at the same time we have not lost our individuality. We still being our own self, and the benefit of that is that we can experience things that we cannot do if we are like losing the consciousness of our own existence. If we lose the consciousness of our own existence, we cannot really merge into the relationship, because there is no relationship. That's why even Sri Krishna himself, he is looking at Srimati Radharani, and Krishna knows he is the supreme source of everything, and everything just exists for him and for his pleasure. He is the supreme enjoyer. Everything exists just to give him pleasure to him. But something very weird, very interesting is happening. Even if everything is for him, he sees that when Srimati is serving him, she is feeling, but how? She is serving to him, but she is more pleasure than him. Then he said, okay, I want to feel that pleasure. I want to feel that pleasure. I want to feel how is that Srimati Radharani is feeling so much pleasure by loving me. Because Krishna cannot love himself in that same way. Because you need another person. Means we all have own love. Means we all love our own self. But anyways, if we love our own self, we are looking for someone who loves us. Why? You don't need any more love. And that's a fact. If you love yourself, you don't need anyone else to love you. But there is some pleasure when someone is loving you. And you cannot see what makes the other to love you until you love someone. Right? So, with the idea of Krishna saying, oh, when the people look at me, they are just completely melted. They are always happy. They want to dance with me. How much attractive, how much amazing I am that the whole creation is in love of me. Krishna is thinking like that. So he expanded himself in manifestation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Mahavadanyaya, because Mahaprabhu means Krishna in the sense of Srimati Radharani, in the feeling of Srimati Radharani. Krishna himself is in love of Krishna. Krishna is in love of Krishna with the feelings of Srimati Radharani. And he likes so much that feeling that he wants to distribute to everyone. Krishna said, oh, I am so nice, I am so much in love of myself, and I enjoy so much this pleasure that I get for serving myself. But Krishna, in another manifestation, then he said, I will give that to everyone for free. Means previously, to get God was not free. You have to go to follow some rules and regulations, some Vaishnava path, some ceremony, some meditation, so much thing. Now, Supreme Lord said, no, this is for free to everyone. Only have to chant my name, and we'll get everything. We'll get this pure love. And when you get this pure love, you will feel ecstasy without any kind of pill, without any kind of dependence of someone else, without any kind of prestige, nothing. Your own self will feel ecstasy by chanting the names of the Lord with pure devotion. And the characteristics of that love are manifesting within yourself and also with your body. The standing hairs on the body, crying, rolling, shivering, full of love, all these symptoms, and more than that, to being able to give a meaning to the existence, not only meaning to life. Sometimes people give meaning to life by dying for the nation, or for saving some nice cause like planting trees or giving charity to children, and in that way they give a meaning to life, but they have not given meaning to the existence, because at the end we are all gonna die. And most of the people are trying to give meaning to life by thinking this life is for enjoying, like the meaning of life is enjoying. But you see that you can also by logic understand that's not true, because if that would be true, then when the pass of the time would go, every day we should be able to enjoy more. If the meaning of life is to enjoy, every day we should be able to enjoy more. But actually with the years we are able to enjoy less, because our eyes can see less, our stomach can eat less, you can have less sex, you can, all the things that are giving pleasure, you are demeaning, means reducing your capacity. And you get sick, and in sickness you don't want to enjoy, you just want to don't suffer. And finally we die. So meaning of life cannot be that. It doesn't make sense. Even just looking to the nature. But if we also use the scriptures, we will find out that that's not the meaning of life. And most of the time, my enjoying is actually taking the freedom of everyone else. Oh, I want to enjoy, then I have to kill this cow to enjoy my eating. Oh, I want to enjoy sexual life, but you don't want to be with me, then I rape you. And things like that, horrible things. Huh? So enjoyment, it is not. And also these other things I already explained, they are giving maybe some meaning to life, but not to the existence. If we think there is nothing after death, then there is no reason to live. But if we are giving reason to be, then we have to find out the meaning of existence by establishing an eternal relationship with our Creator. I exist. Why do I exist? Because I have been created, or because some consciousness has come to me. Why? What is the purpose? Who has given that consciousness? So these are the main questions, and that we can understand, okay, maybe I don't know exactly what is the meaning of my existence, but the meaning of my existence right now is to find out why my Creator has created me. The existence of my life is to find out why do I exist? Why I am being a particle of Brahman like everything else in this creation, but why am I conscious of my own existence? Everything is Brahman. Everything is a particle of Supreme Creation, Supreme Lord, or whatever how you want to call it. But why am I conscious of my existence? That is the first question to really find out the spirituality, because that question is based on my spiritual existence. I am not talking about why I am the son of my father, because this is a material question, because it's based on my material body and based on my material father, right? No, I am asking, why do I exist? This is a spiritual question. I am Brahman. Why I am conscious of my own existence? Then a spiritual life starts. And the path that we are trying to get to understand this is so beautiful because it's surrounded of so beautiful people. So it means saints that are coming to us to chant, to dance, to eat delicious prasadam, to do things for the good of others. And that is not a lonely process. At the end, the process is individual. I cannot transfer my realizations to anyone. Everyone has to live their own experiences. But we are sharing that experience. And that's also beautiful. You see, most of the people who are thinking, I am God and we are all God, their process is lonely. They have to go to the mountain and do meditation there, or they do meditation with others, but in silent. They cannot talk each other, they have to close their eyes, they cannot see each other, so you will go only within your own self. But our process is not like that. Our process is that we are trying to serve Krishna together, and we find out that maybe I don't like the way you talk to me, but instead of thinking this is your fault, I will say, why I am feeling not well when he's saying this to me? Maybe there is some ego inside me. Maybe there is some proudness. Maybe there is some need of prestige. Then I start to cut off this material need or this material identification. Then it is very nice, because without the other I cannot advance. I need the other so I can reflect my own obstacles on my spiritual path. Most of the people that, for example, I give it, I don't want to, but one example is usually the devotees who don't live inside the temple, they are very good at criticizing the devotees who live in the temple. Because they know all the theory, because they read the books and they do sadhana. But then, when they look at the devotees in the temple, they think they are superior. They think, oh, I am not living in the temple, but I really understand this philosophy. I really know how the thing is. Why? Because they are lonely there. They don't have anyone to argue, anyone to share ideas, anyone to serve with. Right? But then when you go to the field, then you find out, oh, actually I am also proud, I am also envious, I am also lusty. I also have my own things, right? And that is not even a problem, because the idea is to overcome all that, happily chanting, eating, dancing, partying with nice people. Like it, I personally feel so happy to be surrounded by such nice people, nice devotees. All are saints here. Oh no, but Prabhu, how can you say I'm a saint? I also have my fake ego or something. There's nothing. You know, I am surrounded by saints, people that are chanting Hare Krishna, following the principles, coming to hear Srimad Bhagavatam every day, living in the holy dham, tolerating so many things. How can I say I'm not living with saints? This is ridiculous. Just because, oh, I want my cup or whatever stupid thing. This is nothing. Material world is full of problems. You go to any family. Oh my God, so much problem. One of the children is a drug person. They have cheated each other with some other, even with a member of family. The other one has beat the wife or the husband. They are stealing from somewhere. So many things. And that's daily and that's normal, you know? That's normal. This is not an isolated case. It's daily bread. So when you find people that are giving up all this craziness they had, because it is not that in the past we didn't have anything. We also had our mistakes and our things. But we are giving up all those things. So if oh, this is my plate, don't touch my plate. But this is nothing. You see? Maybe okay, a little bit ego there, but that's not a big problem. Okay, I'm not touching your plate, that's it. Maybe one day that person will say, okay, you touch my plate, I don't care. Maybe the day that will also come. But the process should be happy. But what Gurudev was saying is that because in this process, some, how to say, apparently restrictions are coming, then people say, oh no, this is not the right process because you are restricting to me. But it is not actually, it is not a restriction, actually it's an advice. You want to be happy. But actually that is easier to explain in Spanish. Felicidad. Felicidad means, fe is fate. And licidad means what is licit. So, if you want to be happy, you have to put your faith in what is licit. Tienes que poner tu fe en lo que es lícito. So it's, when we say don't eat meat, it is not a restriction. When we are saying don't use drugs, it is not a restriction. It is actually a good advice to make you happy. Because if you are putting your faith in what is good, in what is licit, you will not have to suffer so many things that are coming as consequences of using the drugs or eating meat or whatever else the advice is. So actually, these advices are just to enhance the happiness. Because we want this process to be happy. We are, as soon as the class is finished, we are chanting and dancing in front of the Lord and sharing among us and to take delicious prasadam. It is not that we are suffering eating just plain rice or some roots or something like that, no. And sometimes here we are in the temple and we say, oh no, Mother Prabhu, he's, dictatorship, so much work he's giving to us, so much seva. But actually it is not like that also, the people have to work 8 hours per day with a horrible boss over their neck, and they take 1 hour going, 1 hour coming, 10 hours on the day just to have a place to sleep and something to eat. It's horrible. we expend the beginning hours just in enjoying good association, hearing interesting things. In material world, you even don't have time to come to class. You don't have time for doing an artic, to dance for the Lord. There is no time. This is a horrible condition. To tolerate the ego of an idiot that is thinking that he's better than you because he's getting a couple pennies more than you. And they are treating you very bad. And they are showing, oh, I am powerful because I can treat you as I like and you cannot do anything. Because you are you are putting your honor and your own respect in the hands of someone just because a couple coins. And then later on you understand that coins are also another cheating of the system, because you are getting these coins to pay whatever the Mother Earth is already giving for free. How is possible we have to pay for water or for fruits if the Mother Earth is giving it for free? Even the elephants are eating. They are taking 2 tons of food every day and they are eating for free. The elephants don't have to pay anything. 2 tons of food every day they have to eat. And why do we have to pay so much? The whole system is just a cheating, cheating system. But anyways, we also accept that, and we are trying to do our best. But I am part of Supreme Lord, and I can be one with Supreme Lord if I am ready to serve Him in a personal relationship. relationship. It is said that the manjaris, they are feeling whatever Radharani is feeling when she is serving Krishna. So means they are one with Radharani, but at the same time, they are serving Radharani in such a way that she can render her service to Krishna in the best way. So, and that is our process. We are trying to serve also our spiritual master, who is very humble and kind, and who is serving to his spiritual masters, who is also serving his spiritual master, who is serving his spiritual master. And in that way, our Guru Parampara is our chain of protection. Because we can see not only pure instructions, but pure devotees, means people that with their actions are showing what all this philosophy means. And that's actually pretty amazing. Because in the paper, my father used to say, the paper can hold everything. El papel aguanta lo que sea. But take practice. This is not done by everyone. But with our Guru Parampara, we can find what it is true and what it is not on the real experience. Because the paper can say you can fly, but okay, fly, but nobody's flying, right? But whatever the scriptures are saying, we can see in real life on the pure devotees. Okay, they say, be humble, be tolerant, be patient, and they are. Work for Krishna, give everything to Krishna, every second of your life to Krishna, and they are giving. So, yes, means it is possible and it is true. Like the scientific method, say you first make the hypothesis, then you make the theory, you get the theory, then you have to do the experimentation, and then you get the conclusions, right? So these four paths you need. So we say we want to be happy, then we get all the theory, how to be happy. Then we try the experimentation. Oh, I want to be happy by doing this, by doing that, by doing that. But I am not getting. Then I see the pure devotees, the Guru Parampara. Oh, they are happy. They are happily doing what they are doing. Otherwise, how can they dedicate so much life, so much time, so much energy? If they are not happy doing it, it is intolerable. If you are not happy what you are doing, you cannot maintain. You know what I mean? Who, like Gurudev, who can stay 50 years doing the same thing, traveling and getting the problems of everyone and preaching and giving lectures morning, evening, and so much trouble and so many crazy people coming. Even myself, I have to tolerate so many things. How is it possible? The only way he can do that is because he's happy doing it. Otherwise, it's not possible. Like the job, we say, oh, I'm in a great job, but I'm there 3 years and I leave it. Why? Because it didn't make me happy, right? So we see the theory, the experimentation, and the conclusion. But the conclusion, according to science, the scientific method, should be able to be repeated. And we see in Guru Parampara is the proof that that is true. Because we see Guru Maharaj did it and he got it. Srila Prabhupada did it and he got it. Srila Sridhar Maharaj did it and he got it. Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj did it and he got it. Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta did it, he got it. In that way we say, oh yes, this is true. And not only that, but if I also do, then I will also get. So amazing. And I think, just to conclude, because Gurudev now is awake again, the conclusion is, if we look at the essence of it, this happiness is based on love, is based on service. It is not exploiting anyone. It is not taking advantage of anyone. And the only thing from where I want someone else is, can I serve you? Please, let me serve you. Let me take, let me wash your lotus feet and take your charanamrit. Oh, I cannot do that. Then please at least let me take the dust of your lotus feet. These are all the prayers to the Vaishnavas. The prayer to the Vaishnavas too. And the Vaishnavas doesn't mean all those high devotees that are there in gurus, sannyasis, perfect. No, no, no. Vaishnavas are the ones who are with us. For the people outside, everyone who is here is already a guru. Jai Ho.
Jai.
Shila Gurudev.
Jai, Jai, Jai. Jai, Madhava Prabhu ki Jai.
Here the word is used that somebody was propagating this, that he's God or that everybody is God. Without these symptoms, the pretender is subject to be killed by the authorities for pretending to be an incarnation of God. It's a very grave offense to have capital punishment given for it. Kali Yuga, that you can show you how difficult situation in Kali Yuga, absolutely dangerous, because we are falling into this trap so easily. And to be killed, well, everybody's dying anyway. To be killed in this world, if the government is not killing you, then nature will kill you anyway. And it means you lost the great opportunity of the human form of life. But we are servants, but we want to be masters. Nobody wants to be master, and nobody wants to be servant. Everybody in this world wants to be master. And what you get? You get a mundane mastership. Yeah. You can be an owner of a company and have 100 employees or 1,000. 1,000 employees you can have. But your mastership is simply according to your desire. And then somebody else wants to take your position, so they want to get rid of you. They kill you. In this way, one false master substitutes the other false master. We accept that we are servants, and not only that we are servants, but that we have to render some successful result of our service. Then we can advance spiritually. So I'm the son or the daughter of my Supreme Lord. He has given me the chance to do something. So what is your task? What is a to-do list? Where's your to-do list? Go and do it. Jai. Radhe Shyam.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.